Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
Well, we just had some light drizzle here in the northwest last night. Other parts of the country saw severe weather, including an actual tornado, EF1 tornado in northeast Arkansas, touched down in the town of Caraway, and you're watching some of the damaged video there that tornado caused. Now, thankfully, nobody was hurt from that. In fact, we had tornado warnings out across central Mississippi as well, just south of Jackson, and lots and lots of heavy rain, down trees, lots of power outages across parts of West Virginia towards Marshall University, which is in West Virginia, if you don't know where that is. A lot of the students there are dealing without power, and so some cleanup there today. I think we're going to see some pretty strong winds as we go overnight tonight and tomorrow. What we've got out on the storm tracker right now is mainly just some light returns. What do I mean by that? Well, the echo return is what you see on a radar sweep. It sends out a signal, it hits something, buildings, mosquitoes, rain, whatever, and then returns it back to the radar sweep, which is why we call them echo returns. Now, where we're seeing some of the stronger, or what we call the darker greens out there, that's where we're probably starting to see some light showers, maybe even some heavy drizzle or sprinkles, enough that you probably got to turn the wipers on if you're going north up into Portland, and then certainly out along Lincoln City to Tillamook up towards Seaside, where they're also looking at some now turning into light showers. Inland, we should be okay, could see some sprinkles. Second half for the Beavs game at Reeser, but what we're also watching is the high seas, the storm warnings out across the nautical miles, and then as you get along the coastline there, that purple shading, that is a high wind warning that kicks in at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, goes all the way through 8 a.m. And that's in anticipation of a pretty good-looking area of low pressure. Starting to coil around here. Lots of moisture being pulled north with a warm front from that. Cold front is what will start to develop and eventually come blast through the state as we head towards early tomorrow morning. So the bulk of this event, this storm, is going to be through, I'd say, probably about 9, 10 a.m. It should pick up some speed as it gets closer to the coastline as well, but it is likely going to be a pretty strong rain and pretty heavy rain overnight tonight. Might even wake you up if we can get enough convective activity. Could see a quick clap of thunder, too, with some of the warm, unstable air that's already in place. Right now, the temperature is sitting in the mid-50s along the coast, low 60s down to Roseburg, 40s up in the mountains and into central Oregon. So you say, well, that's pretty warm. It is now, but it's going to cool off quickly by tomorrow. Only about a trace of rain, about 1/100 of an inch, 55 degrees in Eugene today, so cooler than yesterday because of the enhanced cloud cover. Wasn't the case across the rest of the state, though. 63 in Corvallis, got to 66 in Roseburg, 60s out to the coast as well, where they were able, I should say, to see a little bit of sunshine before the clouds return. So overnight tonight, all starting off as rain, and then watch as we head towards tomorrow morning and then into the afternoon, really start to see the snow pile up, and we'll continue to keep the showers moving down as well. So let's turn on our 24-hour snowfall totals, and along the spine up around ski resort level, could see 12 to about 15 inches. Passes, we're talking maybe anywhere from 3 to 5. Possibly pushing that up to around 6 to 7 inches. So if you're going over the mountains this weekend, especially Saturday or Sunday, you're probably going to need either the studs or certainly the chain tires. So high wind warnings out for tomorrow morning. Things should kind of quiet down by the afternoon along the coast. Afternoon showers and sun breaks in the Umpqua. For the Cascades, rain changing over to snow. Snow lines dropping down to around 3,000 feet. In Bend and Redmond, a wind advisory. Rain-snow mix and very blustery conditions through the afternoon. And kind of breezy here most of the day. Certainly could see some strong wind gusts as the front moves through tomorrow morning for the Valley Coast. We'll likely see a fairly wet forecast all the way through most of next week. Same thing for the Umpqua as well. Wednesday, the only real dry time for just about everybody across western Oregon. So kind of wet and windy start, and it's going to stay pretty soggy most of the weekend, guys.
All right.
Thanks for the warning.
What's that?
I just said thanks for the warning, sorry.
What is